Hey, it's Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. I'm Jason with the Inspired Life, where I love sketching, especially architecture. Just a great way to change my state of mind, capture a moment in time. Um, yeah, just, it's so fun. Hope you're having a great day. I am exhausted, but consistency, one of my keywords for 2026. I'm living up to it. So I'm going to spend I got 15, 20 minutes at the most, and do some sketching tonight. Popping on here, not even prepared. I didn't take my watch off. Holy moly, let's see what happens. Although I think I know what I want to sketch. I think I'm going to do maybe a sketch inspired by the interior of St. Patrick's Cathedral. Yeah, feel free to say hi in the chat. I'll check in a minute or so as I get set up here. So, unscripted, unrehearsed, just me and my bumbling, positive, tired self. It's always great to be here. All right, I'm going to pull up an image on my laptop of St. Patrick's interior. I'll put it on screen. I'm going to do a sketch loosely, very, very loosely inspired by this picture. I love St. Patrick's Cathedral. It is one of my go-to places when I'm in New York City. Whether I'm passing by or go inside, I need to spend time near this beautiful, beautiful structure. And I get chills looking at it from the outside, and when I sit inside, it's even more chills. It's chillicious. Chill. I don't even know how to describe it. It's a very, very special connection inside, and I love sitting there listening to. They usually have music playing, and sketching. All right, let's see if anybody's watching tonight, because I'm popping on random times, but I am sticking to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 2 points for me. Jen, oh my gosh, Jen's in the house. How are you? Great to see you. I always appreciate you popping in, and thank you. And I hope you don't feel any pressure, because you do have that wrench icon, so don't feel like you always need to pop in, but I would love for you to pop in whenever you can. You are awesome. All right, so I'm gonna do a loose sketch inspired by this. I am actually going to take it off the screen so I don't have people saying, Jason, your sketch that you're doing doesn't look like your picture. And that's what they sound like in that voice. Your sketch does not look like your picture. I hear that a lot, which is fair. And my response is, that's not my goal. Opening a picture up on my laptop here. That's not my goal. My goal is just to capture the essence, the spirit, the feeling, and just be inspired by what I'm seeing. All right. What do we want to sketch in? Do we want to do the craft paper, or do we want to do the watercolor paper? I think we're going to stick with the craft paper here. I need some space. I need some space here. All right. And guys, we are up to 991 subscribers, getting close to 1K. 1K would make my day. That'd be so incredible. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry I'm talking a lot. Well, I'm not sorry. Dang it. Let's sketch with blue Sharpies. Why not? They're right in front of me. Oh, I didn't plan this, guys, but I opened this up to... This was an interior sketch of St. Patrick's Cathedral, done on March 17th, 2025, almost a year ago. That's so funny that I randomly opened up to that page. Isn't that cray-cray? All right, let's sketch. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if I should zoom in. Let me know if you would like me to DoorDash some Taco Bell. No, I am obviously kidding about the Taco Bell. All right, let's do this. Hey, congratulations. Thank you. I am so close. So close to 1K. 9 more to go. And that's with your help. So all of you guys watching are always helping me by liking, subscribing, sharing, and caring. Again, this is I'm gonna do a very loose and rough kind of perspective. I hope you all are having a good Wednesday today. Or even having a great Wednesday. And if you're not, that's okay too. Hopefully a few minutes here will get you into a better place. And a good way to wind down your day. Or if you're living in a different country, maybe you're starting your day. Do y'all ever go to, did I just say y'all? Do y'all ever go to a place that kind of makes you feel special? A certain location, maybe a place you like to go and you kind of vibe with, you like hanging out there. Maybe it's a quiet place, maybe it's a noisy place, maybe it's a outdoor space, an indoor place. Architecture has the ability to really make us feel different, make us feel different emotions, different sensations. Could really transform our state of thinking, and that is one of the reasons I love architecture, because of its power to transform us into different states. And I think that's what good architecture does. It's designed with intention. Besides, obviously, shelter and protection and basic function, but there's an intention to kind of transform us without us even realizing it sometimes. So there's kind of a loose interior space sketch. What is the name for 3D painting? What is the name for 3D painting called again? Jen, can you give me a little more context? Maybe an example. I don't know if you mean 3D printing, like printing, or 3D painting. Yeah, let me know. Like, give me an example. That would be helpful. The ocean. You love going to the ocean. So when you go to the ocean, how does that make you feel? What 3 words pop into your brain when you go to the ocean? Top 3 words. All right, cool. You have these Gothic windows kind of in the background here. I'm going to zoom in. And I think I'm only going to stick with this one pen tonight. Not even going to add different colors. Yeah, it's looking cool. I'm very tempted. I have a red pen, but I'm going to use some restraint tonight and put the red pen down and back away from it. I'm going to stay away from this thick Sharpie, and we're going to stick with this one Sharpie. And my focus right now is I'm just really filling the lines. Every line I sketch, I'm processing here in my brain and also kind of in here as well. It may sound strange, but you'll notice me going over the same areas and lines a few times over and over again. One, it's kind of just my quick, loose style. I like the way it looks, but I'm also internalizing what I'm sketching. It's a very, very strange process. I'm picturing here in my brain, putting it out on paper, but I'm also, as I'm sketching it, processing it in a different way. It's almost like we'll call it like a sketch cycle. It's almost like brain, from brain to hands to paper, back to hand into heart. Think of that as like a loop. Ocean equals peace, serenity, zen. I love those words. Peace, serenity, zen. Yeah. Especially with the seagulls and waves energies. Yeah, I'm imagining being there right now. So powerful, right? Being out in nature is so powerful, especially around water. There's a connection between, I think, humans and water. It's kind of, I'm sure there's a biological connection, but there's also, I think it goes deeper. Like some kind of spiritual connection. I love that. So another thing, just if you kind of look at this, I'm going to hold this up closer. I love mark making. If your name's Mark, that's cool. But I love mark making. So when I'm sketching, you see a lot of kind of loose scribbly lines, but even here, look, there's like a little random dot there. And if you look around and look closely, you'll see kind of different fragments and locations of that. And that's mark making. And every time I'm putting my pen to the paper, it's just grab and go creativity. But I think those marks, I don't know. It's kind of the thing that drives me and fires me up when I'm doing sketching. The lines and the marks that just kind of happen. You know, often we think about drawing and sketching having to be pristine, precise, technical, perfect. So, a new phrase I like saying is imperfection is perfection when it comes to loose style sketching. Be imperfect. That's the beauty of loose, quick sketching. That's why I love it. Thanks, guys, for listening to me. I know I repeat myself a lot, and I just speak from the heart because I think that's the best place to speak from. Hey, Chip. I see Chip's name on there. Hi, Chip. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great, great day, my friend. All right, cool. What do you guys think? I think this is a kind of a cool sketch. Quick, loose. I hope you're getting some gothic, maybe cathedral vibes from it. I hope so. That's kind of my intention, especially with the pointed kind of gothic arches. Imperfection is beautiful. Yeah, I love that. Hey, we're gonna add that to the watch what I could do. This is cool. Ready? All right. All right, guys, you ready? By the way, I did not do my hair today. Don't ever. All right, add the broadcast. Boom. Look at that. Jen made the quote stream, the quote screen, whatever we're gonna call it. Love it. Yeah, imperfection is beautiful. How true is that? Love it, love it. Hey, Juanita, 87542. Juanita, it looks amazing. Juanita, thank you so much. We're going to add you to the broadcast. Boom. So cool to see you over on Instagram. Thanks for watching over there. Appreciate it. That's so fun. We got some Instagram peeps, some Facebook, and some YouTube. Life's good. All right. Juanita, let's take Juanita off the screen. Boom. This is fun. So I'm glad you guys are liking this. I kind of wish, I know I said I want to stick to one color. Oh man, I want to throw down some pastel. No, I want to throw down some art graph on here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to stick to my gut. You're welcome. I hope you like that little bonus pop up there on the screen. That was fun. All right, I like this one a lot, guys. It's 10:03. And here's one from earlier, from last year. This was actually, I actually sketched this in, I think while I was at Paint. Oh my gosh. Not Paint Satrix Cathedral. Let's switch those letters and make that St. Patrick's Cathedral. This is fun. I want to get something out of my system. I'm going to flip to a different page. This is going to be super duper quick. Super duper. I just want to grab this. Super duper quick. If I have them in here. If not, we'll skip that idea. Let's see. We can try this. Not what I was looking for. I've had this art bin container since college. I won't tell you what year that was when I graduated, but it was, let's just say, this pretty old container. Oh yeah, I was looking for that. All right, I want to throw some white on here, and I also bought, this is what I'm excited to try. I bought some gel pens tonight. Gel pens, where did I put them? I had a chance to go to Michael's before a cardiology appointment today, and I said, you know what? I have a coupon. I bought some white gel pens, a brand new pack of them. I'm stalling. Here they are. Let's throw some white down on here. Juanita says, oh my. Well, thanks, and thanks for the comment about the cross hatching. Oh yeah. Okay, I knew your name looked familiar. Yeah, isn't cross-hatching therapeutic? I loved your cross-hatching. Juanita, while I have you on, if you'd like, I'll show you. So cool that you're watching. Any cross-hatching? I always use cross-hatching in my architectural things. You can see I was fooling around with some cross-hatching here, just scribbling in that corner on this lighthouse sketch. I like to do cross-hatching for shadows in architecture. This isn't cross-hatching, but there's kind of hatch lines under the roof overhang. Even in the kind of Brooklyn Bridge there, you can see some hatching going on. Hatching is a great way to create depth in architectural sketching. I also done some. These are brand new, so let's see how they work. Yeah, his drawings look amazing, especially with the pop of color. Yeah, this craft paper really shows color well, especially with creative markers. I love this scene here. You can see I have hatching in the doorway here. Yeah, this shows color really well. Since college, I have that same container. It still has art supplies in it. Awesome, love that. I hope that you're okay. Hey, I'm good. It was a regular checkup. I had a stent put in back in 2017, and I'm going to sketch and talk. Pardon my head if it's on camera there. But yeah, I'm doing good. Just going for a checkup. So these are jelly roll pens, and I wanted to play around with them on this craft paper, just see what they look like. I haven't really used them on craft paper before, so this goes back to being playful and experimenting and not sweating the small stuff. This is a creative sandbox. Just create, have fun. I'm just kind of sketching another maybe interior of a cathedral somehow. I have to say I'm really liking the white on here. So that's a jelly roll. I have some other white things. I have I think this is called a China marker. Where'd it go? China pen. One of these things. You pull the string to unravel the point. Let's see how this looks on the craft paper. So that's kind of the China marker. Forgive me if I'm calling it the wrong thing. China crayon. This also looks really cool, and it goes down very nicely on this craft paper. And then I also wanted to try this. This is an art crayon. This is cool. It has like a little twist thing to let the crayon out. I love the way this feels on the paper. It just melts on there. It's not quite as bright and intense as the jelly roll, but it just literally glides on the paper. All right, guys, I'm doing something I didn't think I was going to do. I am adding some white on here. Ooh, I like it. I think it's adding another layer of depth. Looking good. Can't wait to see the final result. Awesome. I like the white on here. I really do. It pops it a little bit more. So Juanita, you're getting a preview of this will be my post for the Facebook group. So you're getting to see it kind of in action. Yeah, look at that. Guys, look at that. That white just took this to a whole different level. Wow. Yeah. I am that guy that gets excited watching paint dry. I'm that guy that gets excited by looking at lines on paper. Guilty. Guilty. Jen says, I swear, I can watch you sketch for hours. Well, thanks, Jen. I'm probably keeping you up late today. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad. If I can bring you guys a little bit of joy, a little bit of fun, put a smile on your face, ease your mind a little bit. And that's why I'm here. Maybe share a pro tip or two. Maybe even encourage you to pick up a pen or a pencil or a crayon or a paintbrush or some clay or cooking utensils or something, a sewing needle. It doesn't matter. Pick up something, do something creative. Escape from the click, click, clickety click of our keyboards, our phones, and do something kind of manual, something creative. Yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap. I don't want to wrap. I think this crayon on top of the Sharpie, it's really interesting how it changes the color of the blue. You can definitely see it in here. Just look at the white on top of the blue. I love the texture of that crayon. I'm really enjoying this crayon here. And look at the texture. I like how it is not a solid white kind of layer of color. You can see through it. Let me get closer. Sorry, my hand's shaking a little bit. But I like how you can see through that white to the craft paper underneath. So there's a little bit of texture there. These are my favorite kinds of sketches. Quick, loose, not a lot of detail, has a little vibe to it. This is me 100,000 times more than this. This is me being playful with colors and playing around yesterday. And it was fun. I loved it. But this really speaks to my heart. All right, let me know if you have any final questions as I wrap up. Jen says, magnifique. Wait, it's only 7 p.m. there. Seriously? You're like 3 hours behind? That's awesome. That is so cool. I didn't realize that there was such a big time difference. Awesome. Canada, right? Wait, am I right? Jen, I'm so sorry. I'm drawing a blank. I want to say Canada somewhere. Toronto? Are you in Toronto? Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. All right, guys. Sneak preview I'll be on Friday night as well. Saturday, I'm going to head into NYC. Super excited. Here's my preview for Friday night. Let's get this out there. Let's promote this. I would love to crash the Universal servers and have 5 people in our chat. At least 5. Wait, where's the book I want to show you? Oh, dang, I don't have the books in my other room. Dang, nabbit. Wait, did I bring it in here? Nope. All right. I have it near the room. So guess what? No sneak preview. Unless I find the other book. Just looking on my shelf up there. Oh, here. All right, sneak preview for Friday night. I have this book. I also have another book very similar to it that I just got. This is a really cool book. Thoreau, Art of Life. Here is the editor and also the artist in here. These are all his paintings. I love his paintings. Check that out. And art, creativity, writing. There are stories in here, poems, some things from Thoreau, other people. And I might just kind of open this randomly, pick a passage or a quote, and we'll do a sketch from it. The cost of a thing is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it immediately or in the long run. let's end with this quote tonight, guys. The cost of a thing is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it, immediately or in the long run. Ooh, what does that mean? Time? Is that like a time thing? Cost of is the amount of what I will call life, which is required to be exchanged for it immediately or in the long run. Think about it. That's a good one to think about. All right, guys. I think that's going to be a wrap. West coast of Vancouver. Thank you very much. Now it clicks. Love it. Hey, D-Ray. Holy moly. Is that D-Ray over there on Facebook? It is so good to see you. I hope you're well, my friend. Love seeing your name in the chat. Positive vibes your way. It's always awesome seeing you. Yeah, heading to NYC. Jen, you're welcome. Thank you for being in the chat. You rock as well. Juanita says, let's contemplate that. Guys, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for joining me on this Wednesday night here. Hope you enjoyed this cathedral sketch. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for being live in the chat and commenting. If you were ghosts in the chat and weren't live, that would be a whole different paranormal live stream. So thank you for watching me live in the chat. Till we meet again, sketch boldly, live creatively, and inspire endlessly.